the show.
Welcome to Monday night's Tilton Talk show, sponsored by Elite Maintenance, and it's great to have the team assembled once again after a recent scare. Mrs. Brown will tell you all that very shortly. Well, so very much has happened since we last graced the airwaves. The Zola coaster ground to a halt after the Burton game. And up step 70-year-old Harry Radknapp and Steve Cottrell to see if they can possibly save their season. Yes, they say it's a long, long road, but we really weren't expecting to be in this position at Christmas. Let's hope that TTA have learnt a valuable footballing lesson of don't try to fix what isn't broken. I supported Zola all the way through his tenure, but after witnessing that 2-0 defeat against Burton, even I knew the writing was on the wall for him and he couldn't possibly stay. Nice to see Harry taking some advice off Zola's previous manager regarding the players we have under his reign. So the big derby game and football spectacle was pretty much a flop by all accounts, and up pops a substitute to ruin our day. As for me, I was just in a vile mood all day yesterday, but I have to look forward to Saturday's game, which is all but a sellout. 12th man, if ever there was one needed, it will be on Saturday, so let's give those players a taste of what St Andrews can really be like. It's still in our hands, but it's still a mountain to climb based on current form. So it's on with the show once again. Strap yourselves in and get ready for the ride, because it's just another week being a Blue Nose. So it's on with the show once again. Strap yourselves in and get ready for the ride, because it's just another week being a Blue Nose. A go at the echoes in a minute. We'll try and sort those out for you. Bear in mind we have been away for 3 weeks. Mrs. Brown, he's put his headphones on. He's going to be busy now for a couple of weeks. Mr. Pugh, how you doing, buddy?
I'm not too bad, thank you. Yeah.
Just like to say a massive thank you for the shows, the independent shows you did. They were absolute quality, top class, top draw. Well done, mate.
It was a pleasure.
Echo sorted, by the way.
Echo sorted. Okay, we do apologise for that. We're going to have
everything will be
a few
better,
little teething problems tonight after a 3-week absence. Mrs. Brown, good to have you back with us.
Yes.
Tell us all about it.
I'm lucky to be here.
You're looking good. You're looking good. You've got colour in your cheeks. Would you say?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'll tell you the full story.
Come on.
Probably 2.5, nearly 3 weeks ago now, I was out at work one night and thought I was just going to have a quick jimmy. I had a Jimmy Riddle and I noticed that my whittle was a bit of a funny colour.
Right.
So I thought, hey, this ain't right. So I phoned 111 because I basically cacked myself.
So it was bloody.
It was scary. Right. Yeah. So, and they informed that my GP had me in the next day. He sent me up for tests, and then I had tests at the hospital, and they found a tumour on my bladder.
Ouch.
Yeah, which is a bit scary. And a week later, I'm in hospital, and I'm in there for 2 days. Had it removed, and I'm out the next day, and they took the whole lot away.
Marvellous.
I'm a lucky boy, basically.
So the outlook is rosy?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah,
Wonderful.
It's good,
Excellent
yeah.
news.
Yeah,
Excellent news.
So yeah, I'm A1 there. Good.
So
I feel good as well.
That's why the Tilton Talk show hadn't been taking place for the last couple of weeks. So
apologies.
we wish you well with that,
everybody,
Chris, obviously. Right, very sad to hear the news of Hugo Ekiog over the weekend. In his early 40s, about 44, left 2 children and a wife. And credit to the Blues fans at the Vile Park on Sunday who joined in with the
and at St
minutes
Andrews
of
as well
applause.
for the beanbag.
Right,
By all
okay.
accounts, there was the applause was echoed at St Andrews
Marvellous.
as well.
Yeah,
so
I forgot about that. Yeah. Great that they did that beanbag, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah. For the season ticket holders that couldn't get a ticket, I think it was a good idea, and obviously the offer was taken up by quite a few people. By the
About
looks,
2,500, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah. So.
Okay, right, got to mention Bick, friend of the show. He's in Bristol tonight at the EFL Fans Forum, and his group are the only representation from Birmingham City, so good luck to them. The discussions on the agenda will be ticket pricing, Sky TV, fixtures, and a question and answer session, so good luck to the guys that are representing the Blues. Have a great night. Nice one. And also some very sad news coming out this week. Ex-Blues player Joey Hutchinson has sadly been paralysed from the chest down. The club are holding a benefit match for him on May the 6th. He suffered severe spinal cord injuries after a pool accident back in June. And again, it would be great. May the 6th, I think we can manage that one, can't we?
Yeah. I think that's before the last game of the season, the day before the last game of the season against Bristol. So
I believe Trevor Francis is making an appearance as well.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it'd be great to see Trev back in a number 8 shirt.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Right, okay, well, we'll start the show tonight then. On a positive note, Blues ladies through to the FA Cup final.
Yeah.
What an achievement.
Incredible. I think I was thinking about it today. Just waiting for the club to announce which block we're going to be in, beyond which goal of Wembley.
It's West, isn't it?
Well, the Wembley Stadium website has put it on as the West stand.
Yeah.
But until the actual club say, then I'd rather not book it.
Is that the Carling Club end, or is it?
I think it is.
Is it?
I think.
Right, okay.
I think so.
It's got to be a good thing then.
So hopefully if it is, that's a good omen. But just ridiculously crazy game that semi-final against Chelsea. Yeah, as I said on last week's show, the grit and determination to see that extra time through, because we looked pretty tired, and Chelsea were coming at us strong in that extra time period, but we showed that resolute and determination not to get beat, and we got through to penalties, and all 4 of the penalties were excellent, and thankfully Aluko missed hers, and Katrin Berger saved one as well. So.
Also credit the BBC as well for putting ladies football. I know it's on like just after midnight.
Yeah, there was a show on.
Sunday,
I think they had the Yeovil Liverpool game on on the website as well. Streamed it on the website yesterday. So there's football there for people to see if they are thinking of getting into it and into watch more women's football and stuff. The BBC are making strides in trying to get more people involved in it. So.
Blues under 23s are currently winning 1-0. I'll catch up with that one in a minute. Yeah, but again, through to the FA Cup final. But then obviously there's been some awful news come out of Notts County this week.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bugbear of mine. I think the way that has happened has been pretty atrocious. I personally think it's been handled atrociously.
Was it a bit of a shock to you?
Do you know what? Not massively. I mean, when their new owner, Notts County Men, obviously the men's team and the ladies team were all under the same Notts County club bracket. So when the owner took over Notts County, there was big debts in place from the previous owner to HMRC and other creditors from the Notts County ladies side. and there was writing off from HMRC were threatening to write them off and to fold them and liquidate them, and then there was a couple of appeals and it got put back, and you thought eventually it's going to get sorted out.
Yeah.
But it never did, and in the end the owners decided to fold the club. This is after buying new players, so they actually bought Kirsty Linnett from Blues. In that time that he took over and gave players new contracts, in the knowledge that this debt was still there and he wasn't going to pay it. So I think he's treated the players atrociously. But if he had no intention of paying that debt off, and he he knew the revenue wasn't going to make sense, fair enough. If your main interest is keeping Notts County afloat, and in your opinion to do that you have to fold the ladies club, then do it when you come in, so the players have got time to move, and other clubs have got their budgets set in place and they've spent all their budgets, so now all these players are left without a club, and teams have spent all their budget on wages.
Few ex-Blues players as well.
There's three or four. I think Joe Potter, Jade Moore, Kirsty Linnett, Laura Bassett are all there.
Yeah.
4 of the England Euros squad play for Notts County. So and as it stands, they've all got no club until the Euros now. So
crazy. And as Gabby there says, it's bad for women's football, guys.
it is. It's been a bad week actually. It's not been a great publicity.
Yeah. Anyway, Dean Lomas, thanks for advertising the Lily May Foundation, guys. Really appreciate it. We'll be at the Blues on Saturday on the pitch at half time, being presented with a cheque. Well done for that, guys.
Fantastic.
So keep your eyes out. So keep your eyes out for them, and a nice round of applause to you guys, and well done for raising the money that you do. Excellent stuff. What a couple of weeks it's been. What a roller coaster.
I think with that name should be in the same bracket as the.
Do you want to put that name in the
manager?
Same
Except when you say that name, you have to put like 50 quid in rather than a quid.
Yes.
I don't think I want to hear that bloke's name again, to be honest.
Do you want that to happen then?
Yeah, I'd quite like it if that name was banned from the show.
No longer be allowed.
We need forever known as the Italian manager.
We need a room. We need a room 101,
yeah.
don't we? A room 101.
A room 102, so we don't get done for trademark.
Okay,
yeah.
Tell us what you want in room
102. Yeah, forever be known as the Italian manager, I think, from now on.
Already had 985 views on the stream, on this one stream, Chris, that I'm looking at. So there was already 985 people joined in tonight. So hello to you all and welcome. We do this every Monday night, apart from when Chris is poorly, of course.
And bank holidays.
Bank holidays. I nearly got stuck today because there's been a police incident on the M40 which has snarled up the M42.
Well, I was nearly late.
So I
was coming up the M42 and saw the traffic stop, so I came off and come through.
I got off at the airport and went back the side road down my Land Rover. So Play Store on Saturday, I doubt it. Right, Gary Johnson, let's start with some of your comments. I hope I'm wrong, but I can't see Blues getting out of trouble. We just can't score the goals against the poor teams, let alone the better teams, and that's a big worry. But I think with St Andrews rocking on Saturday, it might make a little bit of a difference. And it's going to be, it really will be.
I mean, our best hope, personally, I think, is that Newcastle win tonight.
Huddersfield take the foot off the gas.
And Huddersfield beat Wolves tomorrow.
Right, because that's them in the playoffs.
Because that is them. They can't get automatically promoted, but they are in the playoffs, guaranteed. So at that point, I'm hoping they'll rest a few players to make sure that their players are fit for the playoffs. And like you say, with a full house, which it looks like St Andrews is going to be, incredible support, considering we've won 2 in 25 games. And we've just lost to our local rivals, and we're 2 games away from going down, and we're going to sell the place out for only the second time all season. It's ridiculous support, that is.
Well, there's probably potentially going to be a bigger crowd than when some previous candidates.
Possibly, because of the segregation issues, yeah. So possibly might be. I genuinely think that's our best chance, as mad as it sounds. I think we have to beat them on Saturday. Because I don't want it going to the last game with us in the bottom 3.
Yeah.
Because it's out of your hands then. So you could go to Bristol City and win and still go down, and that would feel even worse.
Yeah. Robert Doyle says, I can't see us scoring another goal. We have nothing in the final third.
I mean, we didn't show anything against Villa. Really, apart from the Che Adams chance, we never looked like scoring. But it's a different game going to Villa first game. First game for Redknapp at Villa away. It's a bit different to a full house at home to Huddersfield, who probably haven't got anything to play for. I'm hoping that that's the case.
Yeah,
that they've got nothing to play for.
Either that, or it could go the other way, of course, and they've got everything to play for.
Well, listen, if Newcastle lose and Huddersfield win, then they have got everything to play for, because they're still in with a chance of automatic. Which is why you want the two results to go for us. You want Newcastle to win tonight and Huddersfield to beat Wolves tomorrow.
Jeremy McLaughlin says, I can see the vial rolling over Blackburn, and Wayne Thompson says, can't see Blackburn winning either of their last two games.
You think Villa are going to go to Blackburn and win? The way they played against us, they couldn't even get themselves up for a derby. They were nothing until he came on off the bench.
Yeah,
they showed no. Is
that a Room 102 name as well?
Yeah. They showed no intensity. No, but there was a guy streaming the beanback.
Yeah,
at St Andrews.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
so I saw most of that, 75 minutes of that, whilst I was at Blues Ladies waiting for that to start. So really, I honestly thought for the first hour, until they scored, neither side looked like scoring at all. They showed no intensity. They showed no drive, no desire. Without Codger, they looked completely, inefficient up front. My only hope is that Codger comes back into the team and does it all on his own against Blackburn. But I honestly think Blackburn won't have any trouble beating them.
Okay,
on Saturday. Which
Dean Lemon says if we win Saturday, it will be like we've won the league. St Andrews will be amazing. It always is, though, on those last days, isn't it? But it is twitchy bum time, really, isn't it?
Listen, I remember sitting here two and a half months ago saying we were in a relegation battle, and nobody took it seriously.
Oh, we did,
but
we did take it seriously.
We're now embroiled in the arguably worse than 2 years ago, because this has been self-inflicted.
Going back to the ladies, Dave Moore. Mr. Fun, first time watching the ladies yesterday, saw you looking rather depressed on your phone before the game, so decided not to come and say hello. Great game, and we'll be back, so that's good to know.
Oh, good. Yeah. Come and say hello next time.
Yeah.
I apologise that was your first one yesterday. That wasn't the greatest spectacle yesterday, a 0-0 draw against Sunderland.
Robert Doyle, Villa will not roll over. I'm confident the 80 million team will not roll over. Not confident that the 80 million team can beat Blackburn. It's up to us to dig in, and he's absolutely right.
It is. I mean, you have to do it yourself.
And Andy Osborne, keep the faith, boys. It's going to be okay. Mr.
One thing we've got to mention is the poor attempt at making the coffin.
Yes, did you see it?
I did see it.
Very well, actually, our coffin had a mention on Radio West Midlands tonight on the way in.
Oh, did it?
Yes, it did, yeah. Some supporter from across the divide, really wants Blues to go down. Do you remember the coffin stunt they did last year? Or something?
Who did that?
Do I remember it? I still smile at it every time I think about it, mate.
Do you know what, though? Sometimes karma works in funny ways.
It does, doesn't it? I know, yeah. Well, Blues fans, it's always going to come back to bite us, isn't it? Come on.
Dennis, did you see the Muppet with a coffin? I need to show him how to make a real one. Did you see his socks, for goodness sake? I mean, for goodness sake, you don't go out in socks like that, do you?
Robert Dawes just said the same. Did you see his socks?
Thoughts on Robbo's trip on Chester, Daz Hines?
Typical Robinson.
Do you think he's going to get done for it?
I hope so. I genuinely hope Villa appeal that and throw the book at him. Yeah, I hope they do. I mean, you're supposed to be the leader of that back. I didn't want to go into it. But
Jordan Cummins says he may have punched him a little.
Yeah, punched him, kicked him, tried to do everything to him.
Credit to the player though; he got up and carried on.
Listen, he could have made the most of it, and it could have really kicked off.
Hull City have just equalised in the under-23, so that's currently 1-1. May have punched him a little. Shooting practice for the team this week. Harry from Dean Williams and Luke Timmins hope Blues keep Robbo in the backroom staff. Do you think it would be a good acquisition?
I don't. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know anything about his coaching ability. Where listen, everybody says he's a good footballing man, and people seem to have a lot of respect for him. As a player, I don't want him anywhere near the team personally. But
Well, Dean Yates is saying Chester elbowed him first. If you watch it, he reacted.
But hold on, he got sent off at Wolves for that. He got sent off at Wolves because he fell for the trap of somebody trying to have a dig at him.
Daz Hines and people wanted him as manager.
Exactly, and he's just going punching, kicking people around. Not for me. I'm sorry, not for me.
Dear, Robbo slipped, says Andy Osborne.
my very first memory of Paul Robinson was when he was at West Brom, and we played him at St Andrews, and he went in and elbowed Damian Johnson in the cheek, and I think he broke his cheekbone, and you know, he did real damage to Damian Johnson.
Not good.
So he's always had that in him.
Daz Hines agrees with Mr. Fun about Robbo. Thoughts if we do go down and Harry walks? Is Steve Cotterill a ready-made replacement?
Do you know what I thought? That's exactly what I thought when it was announced that he comes in. That Redknapp comes in with Cotterill. If we stay up, Redknapp might take it.
Mm-hmm.
If we go down, Cotterill knows the team and he knows the players. That was exactly what I thought as well.
And Mark Hopkins says Chris looks like Elvis tonight. I don't know which Chris he's talking about though.
Oh well, it's almost certainly me.
Mark Wallman, Redknapp is a smokescreen for Cotterill. No chance of Harry being with us next season, even in the Championship. I wouldn't say that.
I don't know. Do you know what? He's a football man, and
Yeah.
he lives and loves football.
Well, he can't do anything else, can he? He's admitted that.
And if we stay up and he sees a full house
Yeah.
singing Keep Right On and we win on Saturday at Huddersfield, and he sees the reaction of that crowd, that might just sway him, you know, because he lives for football.
I did. I don't know who posted it, but I did like the one comment on Facebook the other day where somebody said if he keeps us up, he gets a £250,000 bonus.
Okay,
That's £270,000
after tax. Yeah,
brilliant.
Can I?
yeah. That's our manager now. We're not allowed to make jokes about that.
Play a short clip of this video, and I'd forgotten all about it at the beginning. I'm just going to quickly play it. It only goes on for a minute or so I'll just play it anyway.
Hey Harry,
Here you go.
here's one for you, mate. Welcome to Birmingham.
I saw this the other day.
Hey!
Newcastle 1-0 up.
Good.
And there you go, good one.
Apologies for the kids listening.
I did try to switch off.
The first half of that is absolute quality, isn't it? It's class. It's absolute class. Newcastle 1-0 up.
Good.
Are you happy with that?
That's part one of the dream
part one so
scenario.
far.
Yeah.
Part one so far.
Yeah.
I saw that on Facebook the other day and I couldn't stop laughing. Absolutely quality. Any news on ticket prices for next year yet? No, none at all, Jack Moddock. Sorry. Have you any ideas?
And what? Sorry.
Ticket pricing for next year?
They won't be
I
out.
can they?
Yeah,
No.
they won't be out there.
Don't even know where
How
they're
can
gonna
they?
be,
We don't know what league we're in.
No.
How can they possibly put season ticket prices out?
Redknapp will stay in Birmingham when he finds out about Mr. Egg opposite the Hippodrome.
Oh, it's closed.
What is Mr.
It's
Egg?
closed.
What's Mr. Egg?
It's a sad day for Birmingham. It's a sad day for people in Birmingham all over the world.
What is Mr. Egg?
Mr. Egg it's a
Oh,
Chinese.
Mr. Egg.
Oh, yes.
Oh, been in there.
Opposite the
Yeah,
Hippodrome,
yeah.
where you could eat like a king for £1.
Yeah, as long as it had eggs in it.
Closed though. It's closed tonight.
Right.
So you're extremely unhappy
Oh,
about
I like that. Yeah.
So Alison's put something down there, but I can't find out what she said originally, so I'll try and get that back in a minute.
Put it
Shay
back
Adams
up,
has no
Alison.
confidence in front of goal. George Ellis.
Yeah, that was the one chance that we had,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Really,
Yeah.
we had nothing. We created nothing else. That was the one chance we had, and if that goes in, you don't know if it's so you got something to hold on to, then, haven't you? And things might have been different, but I mean, you can't fault his work rate, but he has I think to be taken a bit more seriously, he does need to improve his strike rate.
And Kev Kelly, Harry be director of football and Cotterell's first team coach. Harry lands the players and Cotterell coaches them.
Yeah, possibly. I still think if we stay up and we promise him a decent amount to spend, you know, if he sees that crowd on Saturday and at Bristol City, if we do stay up, you know, I think he'll get the bug because he's that sort of guy.
And Jack Mullock says if we do lose on Saturday, we have to win at Bristol. Hopefully Dave Cotterell gives some quiet words in the Bristol players' ears.
What? I don't think David Cotterell will be having any interest in keeping us up. Not what happened to him in January. So
there's a huge post on there, Nick, if you want to read it, regarding the conspiracy theory. Can you see that from Bradley James Wyatt?
I'll have a look. I'll scrolling.
Do you want me to read it?
Have you got it? If you've got it, by all means, my friend, yeah.
Would you consider this season as a business conspiracy theory? Right, I'll stop there, no. But I'll read on.
Go on.
We sack a great manager for a big-name Premier League former player, then suddenly have a huge name but plummet towards relegation, attracting interest in Asia. Not the kind of interest you want to attract, but
interest, isn't it? I mean, all
then suddenly the guy who said he wouldn't quit walks, and we acquire one of the biggest managers in the game. Everyone now turns their head towards us. If we stay up, we currently become the most attractive team in the Championship. I disagree with that. With money to spend, that's great, but risky business. Call me crazy, but our board are successful businessmen that we know nothing about, and this makes good business sense, just a theory.
Well, Bradley, if that is your theory and it comes off and it works, I like it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, yeah. But I don't see that in a million years. I think that they might be great successful businessmen, like you said, but I just don't think somebody on that board doesn't know anything about football to appoint the Italian manager.
Dean Williams, Chris Pugh, your opinion, will we stay up?
Straight to the point.
Oh my goodness.
I think it's more in the...
Do you know what? I've sort of resigned myself to the fact that we won't. But you can't think like that. We have to, don't we? We simply have to. We can't afford to go down.
No.
Cannot afford to. So
George Beasley, have your people spoken to their people yet regarding the box? It could be in League One.
Our people are talking to their people.
The League One box will be cheaper at least.
Yes, and Alison Shorten says Berbatov was at the training ground on Harry's first day. Any ideas on that?
Probably got lost.
That's what it was from where she says it was a reliable source. No.
Really? Two games left and you need to fight for every battle. I don't think Berbatov's the kind of guy that you want to be bringing in for that.
I like this one from Jordan Cummins. Redknapp to convert Keita into a winger like he did with Bale if we stay up.
The next Bale.
Well, somebody's got to be, haven't they?
Yes, somebody does have to be, I suppose, yeah.
Jermaine Defoe, Peter Crouch, Nico Cranch are already lined up and Jamie Redknapp will be the assistant coach. I don't think so.
Do you know what? Crouch would be... I do think Crouch would probably be the most likely of those three to come.
Yeah.
If we do stay up, but...
and also Jack Monarch, Keita is a winger and should play left wing on Saturday.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad shout.
Yeah, it wouldn't be, would it? Not at all.
The Frey questions come up quite a few times.
Frey, yeah. Very, very interesting response from Redknapp. I don't know whether it's after the Villa game and we've just lost, so he's a little bit cagey and he's a little bit rattly anyway, the fact that we've lost. But I have a very interesting reaction to just completely dismiss Frey and say, like, well, what's he done? He hasn't done anything for you, so why do you want me to play? Why do you want him to play? Like, you know, I did find that very interesting. And listen, if the only thing he's got... If the only thing Redknapp's got is what he knows in training, then maybe that gives a signal of why Frey hasn't been playing for the Italian manager either. Because if he doesn't train very well, then but then he bangs in a quality free kick at Rotherham, and and you think what would we be if we'd have lost that game and not got a point there?
Exactly.
You know?
What's your view on the lack of strikers? Do you think it's worth putting a youth striker on the bench at least? We seem to lack an attacking option on the bench, Billy Knowles.
Why haven't we got more youth on the bench?
Who though? Like Storer. Well, we've seen when Storer came in at the start of the season, he lost his head, and then he went to Yeovil and he couldn't even hack it down at Yeovil. You want to put your championship status on his head?
Well, I mean, what's the worst thing that could happen?
He gets sent off and we've got nothing else. I don't know. I would much rather we go with Jutkovic, who, he works his socks off again at Villa Park.
Yeah, but we've still got nobody knocking him in.
We've got to hope that we've got no choice now. We've got no choice. We have to. Somebody's got to knock it in.
Yeah. Ray Jones, why not give McDonald a go on the bench? He knows where the net is.
So someone like McDonald or Hale, who has scored regularly for the under-23s, both of them have. Possibly, but you'd have liked to have seen them having a couple of games in like January, February, rather than this is your first game, this is your debut,
the most crucial game of the season.
You simply can't lose it.
Yeah. And what do you think? What's your opinions on Jerome Sinclair? That's from Stuart Starkey.
Oh, that's one of the most bizarre signings of what I can remember for a long time. We needed a bit of pace. We needed a bit of something up front or out wide. And when he come in, we thought that we'd got it.
Newcastle 1-1.
Not ideal. But we thought we got that when Sinclair come, and he's just done nothing. He hasn't even been near the squad, has he?
No.
So.
No. James Brown, I think Blackburn will beat Villa. I think Blackburn-Villa will be a draw, beg your pardon. Well, we will draw Saturday. Both teams lose the last game of the season. We stay up by a point, Mr. Negative. Sorry.
We'll take that.
That's not negative. It's very positive.
Well, I know, yeah.
We'll take that.
1 point. Yeah.
If it went in off the goalkeeper, off the referee.
Yeah, exactly.
If it meant survival, you take anything.
But I think the key to the Huddersfield game now is that we need to create chances. You said about nobody's putting them away, and Jutkovic, he's not getting any chances to put them away. We didn't at Villa Park. I know he missed a sitter against Burton, didn't he, Jutkovic, in the first half. Again, which could have changed things, but I mean that what a terrible game, the Burton. It was really no surprise he went after that, was it? So.
Robert Dawes Sinclair is about as useful as a C5. I think Troy Deeney spoke to the Italian manager about Sinclair. That's why we took him. Nice to see Troy Deeney saying he would like to be a Blues player in years to come.
Is it? Is it? How is that good to hear? We might be in League One next season. Yeah. I'd like to be a Blues player. It's never going to happen because you're in League One, but I'd like to be.
Sinclair scored tonight from Das Hines. Yes, he has. Yeah, that's correct. Who have Blackburn got Saturday? Well, they've got them from across the expressway.
Yeah. And then they've got Brentford away on the last day of the season. Now, I can't see them getting anything against Brentford. Brentford are flying. Although they've got nothing to play for, they're flying. And they're full of confidence. So I think Brentford will beat Blackburn on the last day. But my worry is Saturday.
Right, okay, Penelope Wood, the worst thing that could happen is relegation. Well, that is the worst thing that could happen, without a doubt.
Officially, yeah.
And Das Hines Hale is the best striker the club has had in the youth team for years.
Yeah. It's different. It's different being in the youth team to throwing him in an absolutely must-win game. I don't know. Maybe it's the making of someone. If you throw him in for that and he scores 2, what better way to start your career than scoring 2 in front of a full house at St Andrews and keeping giving your side a chance of staying up.
Andrew Cave has agreed with you there. I think for the Huddersfield match, with it being a full house, play one or two of the youngsters, and I'm sure the atmosphere would give them encouragement.
It goes one or two ways, doesn't it? It gives you encouragement. Or they carrot and they hide.
It could really destroy it.
Yeah, if we go 1-0 down early, then they could hide, couldn't they? So,
Gabby reckons that Troy's only 29. So he's a lot older than that, to be honest.
Even if he is, I mean, Troy Deeney in 4 years' time,
33.
I don't know. Don't know. I like Troy Deeney. I think he's an excellent striker.
No.
Interesting question here from Ed Duras. Hi lads, thinking positively and we stay up. What sort of signings do you think Harry could attract? I think he could attract awful better quality players than the Italian.
100%.
Yeah,
100%. This is the thing. You've got a manager there now that if they really meant what they said, if that board really meant what they said on the 15th of December when they appointed the Italian and said everything that they did about a bright future and bringing in the right players in January and making a push of it and everything that we had a belief of, that was the man to get then. He was the man to get then. Imagine what he could have brought in January with us just outside the playoffs.
Rich Tolley, I'm optimistic for survival. I think the full house Saturday, which I will be attending, and Harry at the helm, I think we can do it. The only plus side for me with relegation is that I live in Pompey and I get to see the Blues down there. I must admit I've been to Fratton Park more than St Andrews this season. Rich Tolley.
Rich, I'm not being funny, Rich. I appreciate you listening in.
Great comment.
Yeah, your locality is not a massive plus point to going down for me at the moment.
Dear, why is Mr. Brown's head in the boars? Is it a normal occurrence?
No, I just thought if I put myself up here, it looks as like I'm keeping an eye on things.
It's kind of like a university challenge
It
thing,
is,
isn't it?
that's
You know?
right. Yeah.
Gardner looks a spent force, and somebody else has also said drop him for Saturday.
I don't know. He's looking. He just looks a bit ropey. Obviously, it's not the Gardner that we knew from 4 or 5 years ago. You know, he hasn't played a lot of football, and he doesn't look the same player. Obviously, but that's obvious to say. But he doesn't. I don't know. Maybe it's just meant for him. Maybe it's made for him to bang one in from 30 yards to keep us up.
I'm back on the Troy Deeney one. Dan's Deeney in 4 years is better than what we got now, but we don't know what we're going to have in 4 years.
Exactly. Where are we in 4 years?
And Gabby says got no chance with Troy. I can see him going to the Albion though. That's a kind of
possibly.
I think he would play well under Pulis.
Listen, I think he's really fallen for Watford, hasn't he? He's the club captain, so it's going to take a bit of a hefty deal to take him away from them at the moment. So. And
Kevin Medlicott, Harry needs to get players together and tell to get ball in the net thingy between posts to win it.
Simple as that. No, I mean, listen. The one thing I was pleased, the one thing I took from the Villa game is that we were an awful lot more organised than what we'd been under the previous manager. You know, the organisation, and we looked like. I mean, I have to say we didn't look like. I know it's stupid because we did, but until that corner, we didn't look like we were going to concede, and even after that, we never looked like we were going to concede against them, which galls me more than anything. I'd have rather they'd have been brilliant and beat us 4-0. I'd have rather that than that they were so abject against us, and just one stupid corner where you couldn't.
How many people? I mean, I said it as soon as I was listening. As soon as Gabby came on, I said to my daughter, "He's going to come on.
He's got the curse on
5 minutes. He's going to score a goal.
He'll be 54 years old, 22 stone, and he'll still be getting 1 year contracts from Villa just in case they play us. He has got the curse on us, and that couldn't have failed. It had to fall to him, didn't it? In that box.
Yeah.
Jamie Burke says, I'm nervously looking forward to Saturday. That makes complete sense to all of us.
100% sense, yeah. There is a slight. I mean, how crazy a club are we? We've won 2 in 25. We're on the verge of going down to League One. We were 4 months ago. We were outside the playoffs on goal difference. And we've just lost to our local rivals, and still we're selling out our last home game of the season, and people are madly excited about it. How could you possibly get that anywhere else?
That's why football should be exciting. There should be something to play.
Do you know what? I'd rather have been 11th in February and not going to playoffs, not going down, just peter out. I genuinely think you'd rather that, but. Dean Yates has got a point. £10 a ticket.
£10 a ticket.
It's a fantastic. As soon as that come out, I thought, get on that, that advertised now. It's a fantastic deal.
And it's a complete sellout, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a couple in the Gilmerick and a couple in the main stand
All right.
were left, I think.
Well, I thought they'd all go.
But the Cop and Tilton are all red. It's all sold
How many
out.
Huddersfield bring in?
Dave Powers, Stu, is the best place we've got.
1,000-ish.
Gardner shouldn't be taking set pieces. Is there any out-of-contract strikers who Harry can cheekily bring in? The answer to that is no, because the windows are all shut.
Yeah, but if you're out of contract, I think you probably could get someone in.
Yes.
But you're asking somebody if somebody's out of contract, it means
out
they
of
haven't got a
fitness.
club.
They're out of fitness,
Exactly.
yeah.
The match fitness is poor, and you're asking them to come in and do something magical for us.
Good. Go on then.
Sorry, 800 apparently, yeah, Huddersfield to bring in.
800 what, sorry?
People.
See what I mean? 800. They're in the playoffs,
Yeah.
and they're bringing 800 on their last away game of the season, and we're about to go down, and we're selling out.
Support, proper.
Huddersfield are a
awful.
joke.
John Moore, there's always a hero. It could be someone we least expect it to be. The club.
Well, it was with Cadiz, wasn't it?
Yeah, Newcastle don't have big names. It's about a system. It's about pace, young and hungry players as opposed to your Gardner types. Yeah, I was very disappointed with Gardner at the Burton game. Very disappointing. Very disappointing.
I don't think anybody could come out with any credit for the Burton.
So many
game.
comments. Sorry if we don't get them all in. Obviously, we can't keep up with everything.
Keep them coming, though.
Yeah, too.
I think
right,
we've got a
yeah.
record night tonight for comments
Yeah.
and listeners looking at the way it's going.
Blue supporters enjoy each other's company as much as the footy. They absolutely do. The sellout is the Harry Redknapp factor. If he wasn't there, it'd be 19,000.
100. Listen, if it was the Italian
And of course,
manager,
£10 a
definitely.
ticket. £10 a ticket.
£10 a
makes
ticket, it still would have been nowhere near a
you
sellout
reckon?
under the other manager.
I think Blue
Nowhere
would have
near.
turned up anyway, wherever, whoever was in charge.
I think everything's come into. It's. I say everything's come into place. It hasn't, because we're 2 points off the drop zone. But Redknapp's first game in charge, last home game of the season. It's must win. £10 a ticket. You can't not go, can you?
That'll work.
If the players don't play for the manager, why did they keep playing this way, his way, and lose? Says Dean Yates. And
What was that, sorry?
And Daz says, could we get Zola to get his boots on? He's out of
No,
contract.
stay so well away from my club.
Robert Dawn says Harry should tell the players they are playing for Birmingham. They will think they've been signed by another club and played to the press.
If the players don't play for the manager, why did they keep playing his way and lose? If they don't play his way, they don't play.
Yeah.
Simple as that. So
Yeah.
they've got
That's
to
what
do what he
the manager's there
says.
for, to play his way,
Exactly.
surely,
They've got to do what he says.
Yeah.
I had heard from somebody that a couple of the players were saying if he's there in the summer, I'm off. No matter what league we're in.
Yeah.
Robert Dawn says they sold the Huddersfield tickets for 50p and made a call £400 on that. Can't really
Really.
see that. Can you?
Okay.
Surely not.
I did actually see somebody mention a certain Blues player tweeting his joy at the Italian manager going.
Which player?
A Blues player. I'm not going to say which one.
Tweeting his
Well,
what?
if he's tweeted it, it's in the
well,
public
he was
domain.
tweeting that he was pretty happy that the Italian manager had gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it was a tweet, it's public.
Yeah,
let
it
us
was,
know.
Yeah. And it was highlighted. I saw it on Facebook. The actual tweet.
Was it a manager? Was it a player that the Italian manager brought in January by any chance? Who might have been fighting at Rotherham?
Yeah,
Ah,
might have been. Yeah,
interesting.
might have been that one. Yeah.
Yeah, still 1-1 in the under-23s.
Oh, yes.
That was it. Yeah.
And Sue liked something on his
Ray says
Instagram,
Zola
yeah.
wouldn't fit
He's got
into his
it,
own
he's got it,
system.
Yeah, he's got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Gab has asked if we can give another mention for the Joey Hutchinson benefit match on the 6th of May.
Hopefully people will get down to that.
Yeah, there's there's going to be some
Yeah.
all-stars. Delia Adebola's turning up. Trevor Francis.
I mean, obviously, with the focus at the moment is on the Huddersfield game, but once that's gone, I think the club will be
Yeah.
advertising that game. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good cause for an ex-player. So
Yeah. Such a shame.
Vic, hi to you. Hi all from him. Hope you're having fun down in Bristol. Do we know what's happening in regards to Robbo incident after the goal? No, I don't think it's been reported yet, has it? Officially,
not that I'm aware of. No.
Tony Shah
has he got
has
involved?
put some
Oh,
tweets
it's
out
nice,
about
isn't
it.
it?
Yeah,
It's
yeah. And
nice
that's
of him.
then Twitter lit up this afternoon.
Yeah.
The tweeter was Nsui. He didn't like Zola. And
Yeah.
just say it was if it was. If he didn't, he didn't. You know, you can't help it, can you? But having said that, he did bring him to the club.
He did. Yeah.
And just to reiterate, we did explain to what was going on, what Bick was doing, didn't we? Down in
Yeah, he's down there for the
supporters meeting.
EFL
Representing
supporters
Birmingham
meeting,
City
representing
fans,
Birmingham City. The discussion threads include ticket pricing, Sky TV, fixtures, and a question and answer session. So, like I said earlier, let's hope the guys have a good night representing the Blues.
Give him some stick, Bick.
Yeah, give him some stick. That rhymes as well.
It does, yeah.
Mike Shaw, who's going to create a chance on Saturday? We've got nothing coming from midfield.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think he has to go. He has to gamble and go a little bit different to the Villa. You know, the Villa game. I think the only thing he could do was get him organised. You know, he had less than a week to get him ready for it. All he could do was try and prepare him right and get him ready. He's seen him in action now. He's seen him playing a game. You got to trust a man with that experience to get the job done.
Going back to the Nsui incident, Nsui liked the official Instagram post of Zola's departure.
That was
Nick
it.
Totti.
Yeah.
Nothing great about that, is it? You know, it's just a like button.
Yeah.
Okay. Ben Hopcroft, no pace, no creativity, but if they give 100% Saturday, we will get there. I think it's going to be about that, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
Well, what we can't afford to do is lose that early goal.
Listen, we need to score. Yes. I think that's important for people to remember. Not if it's 0-0 with half hour to go, you know, don't get edgy. Don't, you know, keep getting behind them, because I don't care. Like you said, I don't want 3-1-0 will do me just fine.
Yeah.
You know, in the last minute, with a deflection off the referee, I genuinely don't care how we get. Yeah, I don't care how we get it. The keeper can throw it in for all he likes. Yeah. You know. Or just stick with the team, because you don't want to concede early, like you said, Nick. You really don't.
Not with a full house.
Exactly. You know,
because it's going to get sour.
They'll get really edgy. They'll get nervous, and it puts pressure on the players. So, you know, as much as you do have to create something, and you do have to have something go for you, you have to make that. You know, if it's a little bit of luck, you have to make your own luck sometimes, but. You know, don't concede early is a good point. So you need to be organised as well. We need to make sure that we are in the game as long as possible.
Yeah. And from Benji Smith, going back to a comment earlier, thoughts on Thomas Cusack and commanding his box more.
Yeah, I think that's the fact that we keep bloody conceding from set pieces, and you know, obviously the goal come up from the corner on Saturday. It's just such a horrible goal to concede as well, you know. Well,
Mike Shaw said, should the goal have stood? He clearly foul shot. It did stand. That's the only thing, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
We can't go back on that.
Yeah, you probably find in every corner there's 6 or 1/2 a dozen or the other with defenders and attackers, but you just have to get rid of it. We had plenty of chances to get rid of it, and we couldn't. So.
But they were like weak headers, though, weren't they?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, up in the air, get it away, get it gone.
It's really frustrating to lose it like that. But
Chris Moore, get TF on the pitch with a few ex-players before the game on Saturday, and we will lift the roof.
I don't think we need anybody to lift that. To lift the crowd and to raise the roof. The situation should do that itself. You know, we need to win the game, and it's our last home game of the season. That situation itself should be enough to get the crowd up and make sure that they're really loud and get behind the team.
People here are calling for beach balls on the pitch. Not a great fan.
No, I think that's a reference to that Sunderland goal. Yeah, where
Alison Shilton wants to get Pudsey the dog on to dribble ball past the keeper. Paul Ipkiss, can we trust the players that we've got us in this mess to get us out of it?
We have to. What choice have we got?
We have to.
Can't bring anyone in. You know,
that's a strange comment, really.
Well,
thanks, James. Totti under 23's 2-1 up.
Okay.
I'll try and find out who scored that in a minute. When
Sinclair again, was it? Sinclair double? Has he put?
I normally get the Twitter feed coming through straight away. But
I think he's put Sinclair double.
Sinclair double. There you go. Yeah.
So but I mean, listen, we have to trust the players. We have to trust the players that yes, they've won 2 in 25, and losing's a habit, so it's going to be difficult to get out of it. But we have to, and we have to trust.
Yeah.
We remember that these players were outside the playoffs.
Yeah.
At the end of midway through December, so
And welcome to Amir from, where's he from?
Bosnia.
Bosnia. Yes, welcome to you.
Or
sir.
Serbia.
Serbia.
Yeah, beg your pardon.
Yeah.
Nice to have you with us. Evening all, hope you're well. Not much to talk about this week, Pete Taylor. Well, we haven't stopped yet, Pete.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's been a pretty rapid one.
Jamie Burke says it's a risky game for both teams. It's gonna feel like the week won't come quick enough, or the weekend.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I hope Huddersfield win tomorrow against Wolves, so that's their playoff place guaranteed. You know, so they don't have to worry about.
But Newcastle are drawing at the minute.
Yeah, so they could still go up automatically, but at least they've got the playoffs. You know, so they're not thinking if we lose, we're in trouble of our playoff place. You know, I think that's the key thing really, and that gives us a chance because you know they'll go out. They're more likely to attack us.
Pitch invasion if Blackburn fail to win and we win, do you think? I'd rather not see that, to be honest with you.
And I don't think it warrants it.
No,
I don't think
it
surviving in this league in the position we were in warrants a pitch invasion. Unfortunately,
Well, I've just had this come
just make noise.
We've still got
sing,
another game.
Sing, make noise, make plenty of noise. Get behind the team.
do it in the terraces, in the seats.
We've got to make it so that, you know, when those Huddersfield players walk out on their pitch.
Yeah, Robert Doyle, I completely
wetting
agree with him on
themselves.
this one. I prefer a football in the back of the net. Beach balls don't do it for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, nice one. Yeah, nice one. First comment Redknapp made was Gary Rowett managed to get the best out of the players. So
Exactly.
And I said the name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think
That's
we
a pound
can.
I owe the fund.
I think we
That's a
can
pound.
now. He's not the previous manager
No, he's
anymore.
not,
is
no.
he?
No.
So,
It's only 50
Italian
pence
job.
then.
Yeah.
If we go down, should Panos resign? If we do, we will be back. I remember Barry.
Someone
Fry's
should.
days.
Someone should.
Someone's
If we
made
go
some awful
down,
decisions.
somebody has made the decision that has sent us down.
Yeah.
That's the reality of
And
it.
cost the
So
club
somebody
a lot of money.
does need to
Gerard
go.
McLaughlin taking my wife. It's a first ever game. What an atmosphere it will be.
Yeah,
Let's
that'll
hope
be
it'll
incredible,
an atmosphere.
yeah.
Let's hope. Well, you know, certainly the beginning will be incredible. Let's
Yeah,
just hope the end
that's
is
true.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Jamie Rin, pitch invasion, no. First comment, really, I've done that one. Okay, I'd give Hale a go. Clearly talented, knows where the net is. Plus, add a lively option alongside the Duke. Got to give him a go at some point, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. Do you
it's like you said
give
earlier.
him a go in the biggest game
Yeah.
of the last God knows how long?
Yeah, and Andrew Cave says this. It would be Blues' luck that throwing beach balls on the pitch, one of them would stop Blues from scoring.
Yeah, or it goes in for Huddersfield. Yeah.
Conor Maloney, Harry is going to keep us up. St Andrews will be rocking on Saturday. It certainly will be.
It certainly
will be. I love it. You know when the stands actually shake.
Yeah.
I just love it. Sinclair can't play the weekend. Players can only manage 90 minutes a week from Kevin Medlicott. And David Powers, we just need to keep our composure. Absolutely right, and we'll do it. Come, Harry, come.
Yeah.
Will they open the Olympic Gallery on Saturday? I believe, Andrew, that it is already open.
Yes.
I don't know
I
whether
think
all
there
of
was
it is
tickets
there?
being sold. There was definitely you could buy tickets in the upper block
Yes.
above
The Blues
the home
fans, yes.
fans.
Yeah, I don't think
I
they'll
don't know. I don't. They probably won't be because they've got the advertising flags, haven't they, up above the away fans? But
Yeah. Yes, I know Daz a pound in the box. I shall pay my penance at the end of the show, believe me.
We won't forget.
We're Birmingham City, we never do things easy, do we? I don't know how old you are, Jack Monarchs, but...
I'm 28 and I know we don't do
54 and I
anything
know we
easy.
don't.
Yeah.
Chris Brown is even
I'm
older than me.
32.
But no, we don't do
waste.
things the easy
Looks,
ways.
people are saying it's all open. The whole upper
Oh,
is
right,
open
okay, cracking.
by the
Yeah,
looks.
yeah, it's open. Yeah, the
But it's all in red, so it's all sold out.
Yeah.
So, there you are. Right, well... Is Harry a better Barry Fry? Great one from Stephen Harley.
I think he's a much better Barry Fry given his record.
No, I think,
Yeah,
I think he's on about like the comedy value.
Oh!
in a way.
Yeah. Well,
I think there is a certain amount of comedy value with.
I'm
with
only
Harry, but
interested in his coaching ability at the
but
moment.
that's what I mean. He's a good coach, but
I think his man management as well, which is something that, those players have lost 2 in 25 now.
No confidence. Confidence is shot.
They've won 2 in 25. Like you say, he's at an all. It's on the floor. So he has to pick them up, and he has to give them that confidence and make them believe that we can play Huddersfield on Saturday and beat them.
Okay, I'm getting tweets coming through from the under-23s, which is saying it's still 1-1. So I don't know where the 2-1 came from. Whether that is anything to do with the Newcastle game.
Martin Molly's put 2-1 Blues.
Right, okay.
I don't know whether
we'll go for some predictions
now
before we finish,
because
they will come through thick and fast. But don't start making your predictions yet. We'll ask you with about 5 minutes of the show to go. Harry has another week to get the players ready, so hopefully we'll see a good result. But do you think the players will handle it if we go down? The supporters won't handle it if we go down, so I don't see how the players
might not be there to handle it if we do go down. So.
Dave Powers, we win, we'll be safe. Don't want to rely on other teams, especially the
that's
team
not mathematically sure yet, though. If we win, we are not guaranteed up to stay up if Blackburn win as well. So.
Matthew Bishop, when was the last time Blues actually performed when we had a big crowd sell out? Always seem to fold when it's a big occasion. I
don't know. I think
Carling Cup final, we'll go for that one.
I think the Villa derby at home this season was probably in the top 3 performances of the season, and that was the only sellout we've had.
Chris Sheriff, Storer needs to be on the bench for me. I think not at the minute.
I wouldn't put him in personally.
Like that. Hale or Storer would be fearless, but it's all right being fearless. But again, it's going to be
there's a line between fearless and reckless. And I mean, I don't know what Hale's. I haven't heard anything to against Hale's attitude or anything like that. Obviously, we have with Storer, but.
Wow, these comments are coming through thick and fast.
They are flying. I think James Totty put "Why no Fry?" The only thing I can say to that is Redknapp's answer to that question in his interview. Clearly, he's seen nothing in training to make him persuade him to pick him. The fact he picked Stewart, he put Stewart on the bench, and then Stewart come on at Villa Park, didn't he? So obviously he's seen more in Stewart in training.
And talking of atmospheres, Ed Duras wants the Blues 3 West Ham one. That's the atmosphere he wants.
Yeah, or the Ipswich game.
Yeah,
I don't think you remember that one, do you?
Oh, yeah, I was in the Olympic Gallery.
Yeah. Oh, you're above me then, because I was in the.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah. David Twine did not go to the game, but I see what I have seen before is like Gardner taking all the free kicks and corners. Nobody on the back post when we get a corner, etc. We stand no chance of basic stuff. We're missing all season, even with Gary Rowett, which we're allowed to say now.
I would disagree with that. I think under Rowett we were organised and we didn't look like we were going to concede from every set piece and the like.
Mark Yates couldn't agree more. Storer is a liability. Not this game's not for him, is it?
No, not for me. Not for me.
No.
I mean, listen, his time might come. He's a goal scorer, and he's proven that when he plays, and if he's on, he can score goals, but not right now.
And Alison Shilton said, "I'll stick Danny Scarr on. To be honest, can't do any worse. Could make a name for himself, and he could also completely."
It's for a young kid. That's a really tough one.
So it's a very nervous game. George Ellison, Shuey gets about. What do you think about playing him further forward? He's got a powerful strike. I like him. I do. Good player, strong.
But
player.
then you've got to say there's a. So if you're playing him right wing, who's playing right back then? And I don't know. I'd rather have him right back because then you've got him getting past. Then and supporting from as long as he can get back defensively as well.
Good call here from James Brown as well about the previous comments. We need some goals in the last 2 games. The last time I checked, we weren't scoring many at all. So bringing in a young lad who scores for fun is a no-brainer for me. That's kind of going against what we're saying.
I see it. I see what you're saying. Just this game, this isn't a bed-in game. You can't have half an hour, 45 minutes to settle into this game. This is blood and thunder. You need to be going from minute
Robert
one.
Doyle says, "Can we stop talking about Rabbit?" No, actually we can't because he was a previous manager and it all fits in with a.
We're not talking about Rabbit.
Mentioned him.
Somebody said about us being weak defensively all season. That was just a comment that I didn't think we were at the first half of the season.
Paul Gill, evening all. Thanks for keeping me entertained on the way home in the car. We need the Ipswich atmosphere on Saturday to bring it home. I absolutely couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
It was one of the best I've ever experienced in my life. Absolutely brilliant. Loved every minute of it. I hope the flag don't come out. It smells of old sheds.
Sheds. That's what I was giggling at. Yeah.
I had to stop before I read the end of that because I didn't know
The
what
thing
was
is,
coming.
when it goes over, you've got no choice. You've got to you've got to smell it. haven't you?
Old sheds. Right, do you think Harry will get us up? I think you mean keep us up, Steph, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I hope he keeps us up, Steph. Yeah.
And then I hope he gets us up.
Yeah.
Oh, dear me, dear me. Why wouldn't you want Storr on the bench when we can't seem to score? Why not have him on the bench, Martin Malloy?
I just think it's a risk. It's a risk that's not worth taking. Personally, if you are going to put a young kid on, I'd rather put Hale or McDonald on rather than Storer.
Jimmy Carr, can we get Caddis back for Saturday?
Yeah, and Zigic and
yeah, and Ray says we've got to treat Saturday as a cup final. Absolutely, we have.
Well, it is. We don't have to treat it as one. It is.
Our last 10 games should have been a cup finals.
Yeah, we don't have any choice.
No. Newcastle 2-1 up now.
Oh, good.
Okay, that's made you a little bit more happier.
Yes.
Good. Never realised how much we relied on Morrison, especially at set pieces. Wayne Thompson.
Yeah, I mean that's set pieces especially. It's a good point. He's someone who knows what to do and he's organised and he can organise a set piece defensively. That's one of the points about Robinson. That should have been his job against Villa.
And George Ellis, if we get a goal, hopefully. Harry can make us solid at the back and we can park the bus. Is it about parking the bus?
I think it will be. Obviously, if we score within 2 minutes, you're not going to sit back up for 88 minutes and just defend on that. But yeah, I mean, if we score with 20 to go, I think it'll be backs to the wall for the rest of that. But this is my point. If Huddersfield, if Newcastle win tonight and Huddersfield win tomorrow against Wolves, there is less incentive for Huddersfield to come at. Obviously, they don't want to lose the game.
No.
They don't want to lose any game of football. They're professional footballers.
It's not the game that
but
cements their place, yeah.
The incentive to go into a 50-50 tackle or really bust a gut to get into that area, if they're 1-0 down, it's reduced as if it would be, as if they still had someone to play for.
Mark Yates, anyone thinks Saturday's atmosphere could convince Harry to stay up if we go down?
That's what I said at the start.
It all depends on the result.
If we win, I think if we win and we stay up, that sort of atmosphere for a football man who he's already, like I said, I mean, I've got so many criticisms of the Italian manager, but the one that everybody could throw at him is that he never connected with the fans once. He never once really got us as a fan group, as a fan base. And within 24 hours of coming in, it's so stupid because it doesn't mean anything. No. But within 24 hours of coming in, he's singing "Keep Right On." Yeah, he's telling the words to keep right on, and fans love it.
I love it. Yeah, love it.
Yeah. He's on side on the fan side straight away.
Andrew Cave, it's my birthday Thursday, so I want to win Saturday as a present. Come on, happy birthday to you.
Have a good
Thursday,
birthday.
and also happy birthday to Sharon for yesterday. She was
happy birthday, Sharon.
She was really old yesterday. Well done, Sharon. Michael McCarthy, in this position, we need to take risks. I don't know whether we do. Do we?
Listen, if it's 20 to go and it's 0-0, yes, we do need to take risks.
Yeah. We're not an attacking side that we need to be for the last
I genuinely don't. The goal difference makes a big difference. We're 2 points clear, but if Blackburn win and we draw, Blackburn are above us, so we can't afford to draw. We need to get 3 points. That is,
it's been on bus basically.
For me, it is.
Yeah. But don't forget, Forest could still drop as well at the minute.
Yeah, but they've got QPR.
Yeah.
So the only other two that could drop are Forest and QPR, and they play each other. So someone's getting out of that.
Ed Duras, if you were to bet your houses, I'm not going to answer this question, who is going to take third relegation spot, assuming Wigan are gone? Don't speak from the heart. I don't want to answer that.
If I had to put my house on it, you've got to go with the team that's currently occupying it.
Yeah.
So I'd say Blackburn, but it's on us to make that. To make sure that that's the case.
On another note, how did you order anything?
I'll
talk about it after.
Yeah.
Nothing dodgy.
No.
We're not meeting Harry.
No. I'll tell you after.
Okay.
No, I want to ask the question, but I can't. Can
I?
We need another performance like Wolves. We need Davis pumped up, and the Blues fans need to sing like they do when we play away.
Yeah.
I'm sure they will.
They will do.
I'm sure they will.
The start of that game will be electric.
Cole McDonald's side foots home after neat work by Lakin. Okay, so looks like Blues have scored again then.
Yeah.
Right. Hale brings the unknown. They will have trained around the marking Duke and Adams. Hale could be the ace in the pack we've looked for.
Yeah, like I said, possibly. I wouldn't start him, but possibly for the bench. If you are going to go one of the two, I'd go Hale over Storer.
Mark, one more. Should we play with a false number 9 against Huddersfield like we usually do? I don't quite get that.
If he's considering Djukovic as false, then no, I don't think so.
Dave Pugh, not quite sure I like the new backdrop. I think my music room did adequately for the last couple of weeks.
It's strange you say that. This one's from somebody else called Dave Pugh as well. He says, "This is what house you're talking about, Mr. Fun. It's my house you're betting with here."
Yeah. Oh well, we'll all be homeless.
James Brown never wanted Newcastle to win a game so much before. Smiley.
Yeah.
And Ray Hooper, we need to put the brakes on, peeps. Win ugly, but just win. I couldn't agree more.
Just win.
Yeah.
Don't care. I don't care. Two hoots. Whether we come out of that with 8% possession and one shot on target.
Mm-hmm. Can anybody see where the goals are coming from? Quality lacking, but Harry got no time to bring anybody in. Keep the faith.
Yeah.
Right on.
You've got to hope Jutkovic from a set piece maybe. The centre half comes up. Anything really.
Robert Doyle, what songs have we got for Harry? Okay, let's have your suggestions out
songs
there.
For Harry.
Well, I do like the Sham 69 one.
Yeah, it's too obvious, isn't it? Come on, Harry. Hurry up, Harry.
Hurry up, Harry.
Hurry up, Harry. Come on, yeah, there is that one, yeah. Okay, get your thinking caps on. Can we have Can we have a whip round to put the dwarf in the cannon? From Dennis.
In the cannon? I think he means... no, he doesn't mean that, does he?
No idea.
I don't know what he means.
I never know what he means.
Nah, I think sometimes he's just on drugs, basically.
Yeah. Possible.
Yeah.
We've got Harry Redknapp, we've got Harry... No, what we want, George, is songs that have kind of been in the charts that we could just disturb a word or two in.
Play around with the lyrics.
Yeah.
There must be loads, can't think of one.
James says Duke header from corner, scrappy goal, but let's take anything we can get. And it is something like that, a scrappy set piece. The same way Villa scored against us, that they didn't look like scoring the whole way through, but a scrappy set piece, and we didn't defend it very well. We got to hope that we can get something like that.
Ray, stay up, all relegated, whatever. I'd like to think lessons will be learned. I think they've learned some big ones, don't you?
I hope so.
Well, look at the calibre of the man they've got in now.
After Bolton. We said this after the Bolton game. We need to make sure that this never happens again. And 3 years, 4 years down the line, it's self-inflicted, and we've done exactly the same thing.
Yes, we need 3 points. If we don't, I'll still be a blue nose if Blackburn win. Fair play, Steph Briscoe.
Some very poor song suggestions coming out. Very poor.
All right, and
I think the
Harry
standards
Krishna,
actually dropped
this
week.
Harry Redknapp has a twitch.
No.
Where's that called from?
Harry Krishna.
Alan Drew, cracking point here. The real problem is that we just cannot get the goal scorer. We cannot get a goal. Strikers are low on confidence. The lad in the under-23s is scoring. He's confident, so give Mac a go. What's the point of going same old when we just haven't produced in front of goal? Keep right on.
Yeah, I mean, I see what everybody's saying, but it's such a massive. I mean, this is absolutely monumental, this game, and to just throw a kid in from the start, and Redknapp won't. That's the other thing you have to remember. He won't know a lot about Hale or Storer or people like that. You know, I mean, he come out and said that he spoke to Rowett, didn't he, about the team, you know, for a bit of advice, and he won't know a great deal about the younger strikers, but watching in training, he'll know what Jutkovic can do and the like. So
yeah, Daz Hines, we're Birmingham.
We're Birmingham.
I bet he's been
Harry
practicing.
Redknapp, he does it for free.
Yeah, if you believe that.
Well, yeah.
That's a good one. I like that one, Mark. Well done.
If you believe he's doing it for free.
Taxman by the Beatles, yeah.
Should sing the Only Fools and Horses theme tune to Harry. Oh, dear me. It's all going to go downhill again, isn't it?
Now we've chucked out the crap and we've bought in Redknapp, let's start scoring.
Any more?
No, I don't
Wheeler,
think so.
Wheeler and Dealer from Daz, yeah.
No, he doesn't like that. He doesn't like being called that.
No. We have to respect our manager.
Yeah, we do.
Because you never know.
If he keeps us up,
he might be
build a start.
He might be in the hot seat next month.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he's moved into the area, hasn't he?
Has he?
Yeah, until the end of the season. He's moved up here. Left his.
Makes sense, to be fair, because he lives right down on the south coast, doesn't he? So.
Lip up, Harry. Lip up.
Yeah.
Oh, Harry, Riggy.
There's a few to get going.
I do like that. Right, okay. 15 or so minutes left of the show. So now we're going to start to ask you what your predictions are going to be. Now this is going to be interesting. I do expect it to light up. We might not be able to read them all out, so if you could read as many as you can as well. So
Yeah.
here we go. What is your prediction for not only our game on Saturday, but also the Blackburn game on Saturday? There you go.
Mark
Off you go.
Hopkins,
It's all
2-0
yours.
Blues. Jack Monarchs, 3-1 Blues. Ray Hobro, Blues 1-0. George Tasker, 3-0 Blues. My goodness, where are the goals coming from? Craig Richards, 3-1 Blues. Wayne Day, 2-1 win. James Totty, 1-0. So there's not one yet that's gone against
2-1
Blues.
Mark Johnson last minute. Got to be positive. Robert Doyle 2-1. Who cares? Let's just take the 3 points up the Blues.
yeah,
I
that's
agree with
2-1
that,
last
but
minute.
it's just a bit of fun that we're going through here. Blackburn to get a draw. Harry, I'm not reading that one.
James Brown says he lives 15 minutes away from me, old Harry. Shall I pass on any messages from the
ask him
lads?
to come into the Tilton Talk show next
So
Monday.
he's more than welcome to come in.
We
Yeah,
would
yeah,
do
of course,
one.
yeah,
We
yeah.
would do one for that, wouldn't we?
I'd get the hobnobs out for that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the
big time.
and the
yeah.
wasabi
Oh, God,
peas.
yeah. No expense
And
spared, I tell
wasabi
you.
peas. So ask Harry if he's free next Monday night. Come and
That's
do an hour and a half
Hines,
show. with us.
4-3 Blues. Blackburn lose 2-0. Well, that keeps us up.
That's
so I'll
up.
take
That's yeah. Well, definitely.
Dean
take that
Yates says 1-1 in both games.
1-1 and roll into Bristol, desperate. Here we go. 1-0 against.
We lose
Thompson.
2-0 with the scum folding at Blackburn.
Mrs. Brown's come out as a cross-dressing dwarf.
That's an interesting prediction for
Harsh.
Dennis. I didn't see that one coming.
Harsh.
Blues 2-1 defeat. Blackburn no more points this season.
That would be good. That would be at least good. Gabby's going to score the winner. Needs a new contract. He's just got to try and get past the 15-foot gates and open his home. Okay, that seems to be it. So the consensus of opinion seems to be that we're going to win this game.
Yeah, I don't know whether that's heart or head rolling people. Probably heart more than anything. But yeah.
Dean Yates says, go down to
2-1.
Bristol, invade the pitch with 100 Del Boys. I think that would be so funny.
What, the Del Boy mask on?
Yeah. Brilliant.
That's what's to
Everybody
change his
should go
prediction
dressed
to-
as the as a character from Only Fools and
Or
Horses.
could,
Yeah,
could
yeah.
we get Harry Redknapp masks?
Yeah, there were some of those around.
No, I don't like it. It's
some
small.
don't,
It's small club syndrome. Don't do it.
Small club syndrome.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's childish and silly. 1-0 to Blues, an own goal in the last minute, says Dave Twine.
And Pete Taylor Gleeson hat-trick on the final.
Game to shut him up. To shut Pete up, yeah.
Blue nap. The red nap. Blue nap. I like that one. That's a good one. Harry is a blue nap, man.
Yeah. Mark Yates, please, and even if we are losing, do not leave the game early.
Yeah.
It's a nice sentiment, but if we are losing it...
People will leave.
Yeah, I think they will, yeah.
People will leave. People will leave. People will leave if there's with 15 minutes to go. They're losing.
Right, okay, so it seems like Newcastle are still doing the business.
Yes, I think so.
So it's
nobody's said anything different other than 2-1.
All down to the Dingles tomorrow now, then.
Yeah, so if Huddersfield beat Wolves tomorrow now, that would be the perfect scenario because they can't go up automatically and they are secure in the playoffs.
And of course, nobody wants
every other bit of
pick up an injury once that's happened.
Every other bit of incentive for them has gone. And obviously, professional footballers want to win the game of football.
That's half-time 2-1 Newcastle.
Yeah, they will want to win the game from the first whistle, but those 50-50 challenges, aerial battles, busting a gut to get into the area, we'll have more of that than they will.
Yeah. You'll be telling everybody to turn the lights on the phones at the match next. Thanks for that one, Rob.
He said people will leave with 15 minutes to go, even if we're winning.
That's true, especially with that attendance. Yeah,
the traffic.
Lap of appreciation Saturday. I don't know.
If we win, I think they will.
Yes.
Do you?
If we win, I think they will.
Really?
Purely because it'll be a full house.
If
we win, the crowd will be up,
and it'll also be the last time some of them players get the opportunity to do that.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, and
Redknapp.
I think Redknapp will want to. They'll want to thank the fans for backing them as well all season.
Yeah. I think they should pay them.
Is Cottrell eligible to play us against Bristol?
No,
think so.
No, he isn't. Cottrell can't play against us.
No. Good show again, lads. Keep up the good work. Thanks ever so much, Gary. It's good to be back, and it's nice to have Chris back with us after his recent surgeries.
Yep.
I'm here. Don't do it again.
Still here.
Yeah.
When was the last game of the season at home? It was over 5 years ago.
Really? Was it?
Yep.
Against who?
I don't know, but it was over 5 seasons ago. Right. And I don't know why that is.
Well, we've had 3 at Bolton, haven't we? Away at Bolton, I think, in the last 5 years.
Okay. Maybe somebody can tell us.
Mark Yates says if we stay up Saturday, the pitch will be rammed. I don't think so. I think there's going to be a lot.
I don't think it warrants that. I don't. It's not like we're in the playoffs. I don't think. I just don't think it warrants.
Paul Ipkiss, great shows, chaps. Glad you're well, Chris. Wasabi nuts need to be got out. Yes, break a pack of wasabis open on Saturday if we stay up. Yeah.
Okay.
Huddersfield will have nothing to play for, and Bristol City. We need to tell David Cottrell if Bristol send us down, he has to stay with us. If we win, he can leave for Bristol.
Yeah.
TF to come off the bench in the 68th minute and score the winner. Thanks, Dave Pugh, for that one. Reading 11-12.
I think that was the season. No, that was the season. Yes, last home game.
Yeah. So that's 5 years ago. 5 seasons ago.
Yeah.
Comment from somebody called Alison Shilton, my friend. She said, great to see you all back. Too much of Chris Pugh.
Oh, I couldn't agree more. Could not agree more.
We've got some bad news for next week.
I tell you what, it's tough doing it on your own.
You've got your chin cut off on this one, though.
Have I?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Well,
don't worry.
Well, which one?
Yeah.
All right, Alan Drew, the last 2 seasons, a former Blues Academy player has done us at home, Joe Lolly, and he's a lifelong Vile fan, so let's not let it be a third.
Yeah, he's involved. He went to my school.
Did he?
John Lolly.
Big shout out for Taylor, please. Lads, he's looking forward to Saturday. His prediction is 1-0 Blues. He's only 8. Hello, Taylor. Welcome to the Tilton Talk Show. You keep listening, my little friend. Nice one. Well done.
We'll have him in one day.
Dennis.
Well, when Daz comes in.
Yeah,
remember Daz was supposed to come in when we won a game, and we just haven't.
That's right.
Yeah. You're on your own next week if it's a bank holiday, isn't it? That's a possibility. But if this gentleman who wrote to us earlier saying that Harry's only just down the road for him, and if he wants to get in touch with Chris, we will.
I'll try and grab him after the game on Saturday.
We will put a show on with Harry. Obviously, let's assume we've just secured promotion and we get Harry Redknapp in this studio.
Promotion?
The promotion.
I was going to say.
Prevented relegation, sorry. And then Harry comes and sits in the hot chair. If not, we will try and get a mask of him.
We got the 13th. The 13th of May is the Women's FA Cup final.
Right, okay.
And
I'm guessing it's on a Sunday, is it?
Saturday.
Oh, is it on Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday 5:15 kick-off. But I was chatting to Mark Skinner, the manager who come in the other week, and he said about coming in again before the final, so maybe the week before the final.
Excellent.
Get him and a couple of the players.
And afterwards with the cup?
Well, yeah, ideally, yeah. That would be brilliant.
Good. We'll get them all in here.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll just get everybody in the club in, yeah.
We'll just quite pretty, set up to the club.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. Just go to the ground, yeah.
Okay, even better.
Andrew Cave is going. He says, I've got ticket and coach sorted.
I think that should be a good
what's
game.
an allocation? Do you know?
As many as you like, I think.
Yeah, I mean
49,000.
Yeah. But, do you know what? I'd love to see as many Blues fans go as possible.
Realistically, what do you think about 10?
What, actual fans or Blues fans?
Blues fans, yeah.
5,
Really?
5 to 10, maybe. Yeah. You hope.
Yeah.
You know, like I say, the men's season will have finished then. You know, and it's a day to see a team represent the Blues shirt at Wembley in a cup
represent
final.
The city of Birmingham.
Exactly. You know, in an FA Cup final, it'd be brilliant to see plenty of Blues fans down there.
It's a club that bears the name of this great city
It
and
does.
not one of its poorer suburbs.
Correct.
That's right, 15 to 20,000 Blues.
Oh, that'd be incredible, wouldn't it? You know, if that. I mean, they've set aside 2 blocks behind the goal, actually for Blues fans, for the Birmingham City ladies, for supporters. But if that whole section behind the goal was mainly Blues fans, that'd be incredible. That'd give the girls such a lift to see plenty of Blues fans there. £15, I think.
15.
Not bad for a cup
For an
final,
FA
is it?
Cup final.
Yeah.
I know there's a few Blues groups organising coaches.
Yeah, I think the official supporters club have got a coach going from Redditch supporters club. I think so.
I think Excessi Blues.
Yeah.
And people like that.
Yeah. But it'd be magnificent to see.
Steve Harley, let's big it up and fill Wembley. Keep right.
Yeah, it'd be. You know, obviously there's 2 massive games left in the men's season yet, so it's understandable that the focus is on those games. But once they're over, if that last week before the final could be a huge push to get as many Blues fans there as possible, it'd be incredible.
And some breaking news just coming through for those of you that are interested in the French elections. Marine Le Pen has stepped down as leader of France's National Front Party.
That's
Interesting.
With 4 minutes to go, that's an interesting interjection.
If we stay up, there'll be loads there. Yes, I'm sure there will.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, it really would be an incredible sight for those Blues ladies players.
30,710 at the last Women's FA Cup.
Yeah, you know, but a lot of that's neutral. A lot of that is people buying it in advance, no matter who's going. But you know, to actually see a good congregation of Blues fans, you know, getting behind one team would be magnificent. And I think Blues fans in general, even though it's the women's side, I think to represent the club in an FA Cup final, I think that is something Blues fans could get behind.
Le Pen playing up front for us.
Harry signed
Comment
it.
of the night.
Harry signed it.
Absolutely brilliant. Well done. Callum Patrick, I would love to go. Well, go then, Callum.
Yeah.
What's stopping you? Nothing stopping
I mean,
yourself.
you know, maybe the club could put on coaches as well as the supporters club have.
Yeah.
But you know, it'd be great if the club could.
The Blues,
exactly.
Blues ladies and Blues.
You know, if the club said free coach travel maybe down to Wembley and back. You know, you pay for your ticket. I'm sure a lot of people would get involved in that.
Yeah, absolutely. Ray, never too late to enter the Tilton Talk Super 6. It's nice to see my sister come in second at the minute. I've been well beaten again.
Mr. Brown clinging on to top 10.
Who was the top points scorer this weekend?
I got 10, I think.
I can't remember.
Did somebody get 13?
Oh, did they?
Me.
Oh,
Since you've had this surgery.
yeah.
No, there you go.
Yeah.
That's what a bit of surgery does for you. Yeah, I'm still 10th, I think. All in, but there you go.
Right, okay. So, Andrew Cave, there was a fair few Blue Nose the last time the girls won the FA Cup.
Yeah,
at Bristol.
Ashton Gate, that was, yeah.
Yeah, but this is
remember it
Wembley,
well.
isn't it?
Exactly.
It's a national stadium.
It'd be incredible to go to Wembley and see Blues win the FA Cup, even if it's the for
What chance
the
have you
lady.
got, personally?
It's tough. It's Man City.
But it is a cup final.
But they only beat us
It's
1-0
a cup-
in the last one, didn't
exactly, and we've disposed of Arsenal and Chelsea on the route. So, to win it and beat those three en route, that'd be incredible.
And there's an omen. We beat Arsenal in the final.
Well, exactly, yeah. Daz Hines, which end of the Blues fans, just for everyone? Not 100% certain. I'm waiting for the club to announce it, but the Wembley Stadium website says that we're in the West Stand.
West Stand.
So anywhere in the West Stand, if you are thinking of going, I think that's where we'll be.
Under 23s have won 2-1. Thanks for that, Daz. Our under 23 side are doing rather well, aren't they?
Yeah, they've had some good results lately. Yeah, but like you say, the goals that we have scored in Wes McDonald and Ronan Hale and the like, it's different playing that to a must-win with a packed house at Huddersfield.
And of course, it is a must-win.
There is no option. There is no alternative.
It is the most must-win since Bolton away.
Yep.
Prior to that, even the Carling Cup final wasn't a must-win, was it?
Well, no, because we had, it was pressure-free, wasn't it? We were the underdogs, and the last one before that is a tough one.
Yeah,
it's very rarely been in this situation.
I remember Norwich one, I think, many years ago.
Yeah,
which was a must-win.
The Tottenham one where we didn't win and went down.
Of course, yeah.
Hopefully, it's a different outcome this time.
And it is, of course, on Saturday. It is twitchy, nervy time. Behave, everybody.
Yeah.
First and foremost.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy the day. Enjoy the occasion. Enjoy St Andrews full. It is a sellout. St Andrews is full. It bleeds my heart to see empty seats at that place when I go.
Yeah.
So go, sing your heads and your hearts off, but don't cause anybody any hassle. The TV are probably going to be all over it, so just go in there and let's hope and pray that Harry and the boys do the business.
Get behind them.
And then
stay patient and get behind them.
Wanting them across the road to score a goal is something that I rarely have to say.
Don't worry about them.
No,
worry about us.
I know. But to have it done and dusted with that crowd there on Saturday, that's a signature on a piece of paper.
Yeah,
that's a manager.
How weird is it going to be if we're winning 1-0 and the news comes through that Aston Villa have scored? And the noise, the cheer that will go through that stadium for an Aston Villa goal will be absolutely insane.
Look, could you imagine what a state my arm get into when you mention things like that? And Robert Doyle says no swearing, please.
Yeah.
And support the team regardless.
Regardless.
For those of you that will go in, enjoy the day, enjoy the occasion. It is one of these days that come around probably too often with Birmingham. I'm so desperately trying to get out of work and get myself there, but I don't know whether I can now or not. Yeah. I'm changing jobs. I'm retiring. And I'm giving it all up. There you are.
Well done.
Not all of it, but a certain aspect of it.
Callum, yes. Because I don't want to think.
One question.
Callum,
staying up, yes. Staying up.
Callum, yes, and I think it's going to happen on Saturday. And it is going to be one of those just amazeballs occasions at St Andrews on that final whistle. There you go. It is another cup final, Adrian. It is. You've got a spare ticket then. I haven't got a spare ticket now.
Yeah. You best get one quick.
I know. Why am I going to have to miss out on this, man? I hate life sometimes, you know.
Where's that hour and a half gone?
I don't know. It's shot past, but it is good to see you back.
Kind of felt we needed a bit of a long one.
Can I just say before I go, thank you for all the kind messages. I've been having them all through the night. It's very much appreciated. Thank you very much.
And don't forget the Lily Main Foundation will be on the pitch at half time. Look out for them. Throw a sickie. Yes, I think I'm going to have to. And also don't forget the Joey or Hutchinson benefit match on May the 6th. Yeah. May the 6th. Let's see if we can get down there. Trevor Francis, D. Eddie Bowler, and quite a few other past Birmingham City stars going to that. Good luck to everybody on Saturday. Enjoy yourselves. Sing your hearts out. Keep right on to the end of the road. Don't ever, 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 ever give up believing. Good night. Take care. Thanks, Mr. Pugh.
One more very, very quick thing. Stay tuned. If you go to srbradio.com, stay tuned. If you're into your Brum music, music artists from Birmingham, stay tuned. We've got Made in Brum with Phil Hatton. That's it. Thank you.
Take care, guys, and see you next time. Let's hope next time we meet, we all have smiles on our faces. Team, because I do think that next year will be very different with Harry.
Yeah.
Nice one, mate. Nice one.
Good night.
Good night.
But you don't ask questions, then, brother, I'm your man. 'Cause where it all comes from is a mystery. It's like the changing of the seasons and the tides of the sea. But here's the one what's driving me berserk. Why do only fools and horses work? La 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 la, la 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 la, la la la.
To Gabby's Biscuit Tin.